What's going on, everybody? You're back with Shades, and we're gonna continue our Let's Play of Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney. And I'm gonna keep switching those names around because I'm not sure which ones are actually first. Last time we left off, we have begun the trial in Will Powers' name, and we will now cross-examine the old bag. Let's do this. On the day of the mud, I arrived at the God Station at 1 p.m. Hold it! Oh, well, whatever. So up until that time, anyone who wanted could go into the studio. Well, there wasn't a security guard at the gate, no. But the main gate was locked, dearie. You didn't employ a keycard to get in. Right, the card key that I have. So what she's saying is no one who wasn't supposed to be there could get in. Was there anyone at the studios when you arrived at the guard station? Poor old Ham and the rest have been doing a run-through since the morning. I'm guessing there was like a microphone thing where you could be like scream, hold it into the mic and it would do it. But since this is an emulator, I can't. Oh, run-through? They were working out on the scene between Steel Samurai and the evil magistrate. They got the basics figured out by noon, and were to use the afternoon for practice. Mochi, no barking. I'm recording. No barking. Rehearsal was supposed to start at 5. That's why poor old Hammer went to Studio 1 in the afternoon. So Powers was in his dressing room sleeping when he was supposed to be practicing. Talk about a laid-back hero. If there was a run-through in the morning, why did you only get there in the afternoon? Well, I had some errands to run that morning. What kind of errands? Oh, well, you know. Answer the question. Actually, I was watching poor Hammer and Powers observing, you know. Observing? Weren't you supposed to be the one at the guard station? Whippersnap! I told you I locked the gate, didn't I? I did my job. I'm not sure your boss would see it that way. Anyway, I always watch Hammer's run-throughs. Always. Never missed one in all my years. Wow, I want to see a Steel Samurai run-through too. You could quit being a spirit beating and take up guard duty. Not a bad idea. Anyway, it was 1 when I got to the guard station. I was the main gate from then until 5. Did you see the victim then? Did I see poor old Hammer? Nope. He'd already gone to the studio before I got back to the guard station. Tell us what happened next. So you were watching there the whole time? No breaks, not even for a second? Of course! I'm a professional, you know. Or are you criticizing how I do my job, whippersnapper? No, it's just after seeing you eat those donuts in the guard station yesterday. I can watch the gate eat donuts at the same time. Snipper-wapper. Snipper-wapper? Old Windbag is losing it, Nick. Why don't you raise an objection? So the witness was on duty the whole afternoon. Very well. What did you see? Now, the murder happened at 2:30 p.m., right? How did you know that? Oh, I have my ways. That overdressed young detective told me. I fed him some donuts and he talked and talked. If you ask me, that detective isn't cut out for his job. We all think that. Poor Detective Gumshoe getting chewed up by a security guard. We all think that. Interesting to me because a certain man walked by at 2 p.m. 2, you're sure? Sure as spit. Well, who was that man? Really, you should try not to get so excited at your age. You might strain something. Ugh. Now, don't get your skivvies all in a bunch. I'll tell you who it was. It was Powers. That man right there. And he was headed toward the studio. Nick, doesn't she seem like she's enjoying this a little too much? Windbags love gossiping about other people's misfortunes. Ugh, can't you get her kicked somewhere else? On the day of the murder, I arrived at the guard station at 1 p.m. So up until that time, anyone want... Oh wait, hold on, I read this already. Let me just look at this again, because like there's gotta be like a contradiction somewhere. Because she didn't see him, she saw the photo. Let me get this straight, Miss Old Bag. You've been saying since yesterday that you saw Mr. Powers, correct? But you're talking about the man in this photo, aren't you? Just a moment, Mr. Wright. Let me see that photo. What is it exactly? None other than the Steel Samurai Defender of Neo-Old Tokyo. Mr. Old Bag. This is the Mr. Powers that you saw. Of course. Did your mama teach you any sense, sonny? Anyone can plainly see that's Powers, right? Yeah. Well, I wonder. True, Mr. Powers does play the role of the Steel Samurai. But that doesn't mean Mr. Powers is the Steel Samurai. I know that. I wasn't born yesterday. No one in this court is accusing you of that, Miss, Witness. He's having trouble calling your old bag, apparently. However, you do not have proof that the person in this photo is Mr. Will Powers, do you? Humph, nosy old man. Of course I have proof. What? Huh? Even Edgeworth is surprised. The prosecution would like to ask the witness. Please make known all the information in your possession ahead of time. How was I to know everyone would be so nosy? You should be ashamed, all of you. Anyway, I showed that photo to the young detective. He told me this isn't any good as evidence, pal. He didn't even give it a second look. Wow, old Windbag has left even Edgeworth speechless. She's good. Let's hear about your proof. Let's hear about your proof, then. I never say anything I don't mean, mind you. The morning during the run-through of the action scene, I saw Powers trip and fall. He broke one of the props and it was a big mess. Apparently he sprained his ankle pretty bad. Now look at the picture. You see his dragging his legs, see? Clear as day. That's how I know it was Powers. Happy? Or taking a step. So he had to sprain his ankle. Very well, Mr. Wright, you may cross-examine the witness. She's gotta be hiding something. I'll press her until she squeals. Now we're gonna do this song and dance again. I never say anything I don't mean, mind you. Whippersnapper? Hey, I haven't even said anything yet. I'll have you know I'm not pointing fingers at anyone behind their backs. Everything I've said is on the straight and narrow. The up and up. Youth today. Oh no, there she goes. There she goes. Mr. Wright, please for all our sakes, try not to upset the witness. I think Edgeworth has met his match. Gotta just press everything. Who was present at the run-through? Oops, I'm doing the shtick again. Well, let's see. There was Powers, he's the Steel Samurai. The poor old Hammer, the evil magistrate. And me.
And what exactly were you doing?
Observing, just observing. What about the assistant? Oh, she was off moving backdrops around and such. So she didn't see the run-through then. I saw Powers trip and fall. Trip and fall? Yeah, and to think he's supposed to be the Steel Samurai. What a laugh. So Powers sprained his ankle. I helped make it better for him, of course.
You helped make it better?
I kissed it where it hurt.
Let's just skip over that part, shall we? Where was the assistant then?
Oh, her? She was cleaning up backdrops, I think. She didn't know about Powers' ankle.
You may continue your testimony.
He broke a prop. Sure did. You know, his own samurai spear.
His samurai spear? The murder weapon?
Luckily, I was there with my duct tape to fix it.
This strikes me as a significant detail. I'd better write this down in the court record.
Alright. Apparently, he sprained his ankle pretty bad.
Was Mr. Powers' ankle badly sprained?
Not so bad that he couldn't walk around. He went to his dressing room to rest up after lunch.
Thus the nap.
Anyway, I saw him dragging his foot when he walked.
Dragging his foot, okay. I think we've heard enough. Haven't we, Your Honor? Well, there's one thing that bothers me. Which is? Where is this Steel Samurai costume now? Actually, well, we couldn't find it. We're looking, though. Anyway, that's not important. The witness did see the Steel Samurai, yes. And it is clear that the person in the Steel Samurai was Mr. Will Powers. I suppose that's right. Are you sure you're sure, Honor?
Object! Why not?
Hold it right there. We keep talking possibilities, but we have to agree that the photo shows a Steel Samurai. Nowhere in these photos can we see Mr. Will Powers. The defense has a point. I also wonder if someone else not caught on camera could have killed Mr. Hammer. We have to consider that possibility also. Don't tisk your finger at me. Then allow me to remove that doubt from your mind, Your Honor. Will the witness continue her testimony, please? No need to ask twice. The time of poor Mr. Hammer's death was 2:30 p.m., true. The only person I saw go to the studio before then was Will Powers. No one else went there. If they had, I would have seen him. So if no one else went to the studio, then it would have to be the Steel Samurai who did it. Mr. Wright, you may cross-examine the witness. I thank you, Your Honor. I swear that weird old lady voice is getting to me. Which time we got? Not a good amount of time, actually. Wow. Water went down the wrong pipe. Press! How do you know that? Didn't I just explain? I gave donuts to the young detective. And then, after some rubbish about being a secret pal, he told me everything. I see Detective Dumbshoe shares still officer's fondness for donuts. The only person I saw going to the studio before then was Will Powers. Are you absolutely sure? Oh, quite, Sonny. Nobody's suspicious looking passed by at all. Nobody suspicious looking, right. No one else went there. What about before you got to the guard station? You mean before 1? Why, everyone was in the employee area before then. And I locked the main gate so that no one could get in. Not to mention, if they had, I would have seen them. Are you sure? The witness has answered the question. The studio had passed by the witness. That's right, Sonny. You let him have it, edgy boy. Edgy boy? Old Windbag sure has balls, or, well, you know what I mean. Old Windbags have a way of skipping over important details after all, or for that matter, entirely forgetting them. How convenient. Something for you to look forward to, perhaps. Okay, so apparently, if you use... I looked up a walkthrough, which I feel really bad for, but I was really stuck. It says photo number 2, meaning there was another photo, and we can present that. Hold on. Look at this photograph one more time. Look at this photograph! One more time. The photo was taken by the camera at the gate for the studios, correct? Yes, sirree, Sonny. Damn, I should have thought about that. I forgot that, it said photo number 2. So whenever anyone passes by here, it automatically takes a picture. And here I thought you didn't know your head from a hole in the ground. Right. Anyway, it's also true that the computer in the guard station records records all security cam data. Ooh, you know, if you wanted to work at the studio, we might have an opening. The very computer printed out this photo. Note that on the back of the photo there are printed words, October 15th, 2 p.m. photo number 2. Even I know that means it was taken at 2 p.m. October 15th. Really, Sonny? I actually knew that too. The issue here is a bit at the end where it says photo number 2. Photo number 2? The computer only held data for 1 photo on that day. Don't you think that's odd? Shouldn't this photo be photo number 1 if it really was the only photo? Take that, old lady! Order! Order! Please tell the court what you mean by this, Mr. Wright. Actually, that's what I wanted to ask the witness. The evidence shows that not 1, but 2 people went into the studio that day. Yet there's only data for 1 of the photos. Who could have erased this data from the other photo? Only someone with access, the security lady herself. You watch your mouth, whippersnapper. The only person I saw that day was Will Powers. But the camera on the gate fired twice. That means 2 people went by. Well, yes, that's what it would seem to mean. Can the witness explain this to the court? I don't understand these newfangled computer things. Edgy boy, help. Oh, believe me, I want to, but I don't know what this means either. Some help you are. You're a whippersnapper too. Whippersnapper? Something the matter, Miss Oldbag? That's right! I
I just remembered something. Let me guess. Someone else passed by the gate. Someone other than the Steel Samurai. Well, yes, I suppose you could put it that way. I see. I wasted so many lives. I was so dumb. Now that I could see it. God, I'm dumb. The other person. Every day after I finish my god duties, I have one other important job to do. I go through the photos recorded on the security camera and check them out. I throw out any photos that aren't suspicious looking, you see. Come to think of it now, I remember throwing out one photo that day. Miss Old Bag, this is the first I've heard of this. Well, of course, Sonny. I've only just remembered it. Right, anyway, Mr. Wright, please begin the cross-examination. Well, I'd say this was a turn for the unexpected, but I kind of expected this. Press that shit. We go a little longer because I spent a lot of time just flubbing around. Another job. That's right. Let me just finish this cross-examination and we'll move on. I checked out the people that passed by the main gate that day. I looked closely at every one of the photos that security camera takes. Do you back up all the security camera data? Well, they keep telling me to, yes, but those computers are so frustrating. I throw out the photos that aren't suspicious looking, you see. How exactly do you determine what isn't suspicious looking? Oh, you can tell just by looking at the faces, for the most part. For the most part? This is a murder trial, Miss Old Bag. Well, I didn't touch the suspicious looking Fool Powers photo, did I? I think she's missing the point. Come to think of it now, I remember throwing out one photo that day. Well, who in the heck was in the photo you erased? Huh. A fanboy. Fanboy? Steel Samurai fanboys, real freaks if you ask me. They get information about the rehearsals from gosh knows where. They're always hanging about. One was there that day. Wait a second, didn't you just say no one could get in? I locked the main gate so no one could get in. Those were your words. Well, if you must know, there's a drain that goes into the employee area. The grate has been loose for a while. It leads outside and, well, that's where they come in. They come in through the drain? I told you they were freaks. Oh, and... they're kids. Children. Whippersnappers. Kids? So on the photo that you erased, it was a boy, probably 2nd or 3rd grade. What? Order. Order. Let me get this straight. You saw 2 people pass by the gate on the way to the studio that day. One was the Steel Samurai dragging his leg. The other was a boy who looked in about 2nd or 3rd grade. Oh yes, well, we see his type here there every day. Can't stop him, can't catch him. A boy in the 2nd or 3rd grade. I assume it would be hard, if not impossible, for a young boy to wield a samurai spear. Impossible, I'd think. It's quite heavy. Right, as I said, I didn't pay him much mind. That's why I erased the data. Nick, what's going on? I mean, the boy who was there, that makes him a suspect. Yeah, and they're already trying to unsuspect him. I'd like to take a 5-minute recess. I want the defense and the prosecution to consider the new information. And no forgetting vital information this time. And that's where we're gonna end the part for today. I knew that drain was gonna be important for some reason. I'm like I saw the drain was open and I'm like, someone snuck in there. Someone snuck in. And like when he said, oh, a kid could fit in there, I'm like, yeah, probably a kid snuck in. Like I was thinking that and I'm like, but it wasn't logged as evidence because it wasn't directly related, but now it is. So, you know, whatever. So anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. If you liked this video, hit the like button. If you want to see more videos from me from the series, hit the subscribe button. And you're not exiting the Shadyverse. My name is Shades, and I hope you've enjoyed your day in the shade. See you guys next time. Bye.